Welcome back to the channel Real Talk. Some days you look around and don't even know where to start, right? It's not dirty, not a total wreck, but everything feels off, like the clutter has crept into your head too. Today we're keeping it simple, 20 small places to begin tiny moves that make your home tidier and your mind quieter without giving up your evenings. And the very first one, I wish I learned it 10 years ago. Yesterday, we talked about what to declutter before the holiday clearing, high traffic zones, and obvious eyesores, so your space feels guest-ready without the burnout. That's exactly why this list works. Each action is quick, low friction, and designed to stick. Think one drawer, one surface, one decision. No more where do I even start spiral, just momentum you can feel. Let's get into it. Let's start with the stuff that doesn't have a home and give it a soft place to land with one simple basket. Have you ever held something in your hand and thought, where do I even put this not important enough to file? Not trash, just a random something that somehow ended up in your space. That's why I keep one small basket in a central spot. Mine lives on the kitchen counter, but yours could be in the hallway or by the stairs. It's where I toss anything that doesn't yet have a home. A Lego. I stepped on a lone soccer receipt. I might need a hair tie I found on the floor. This isn't clutter. This is containment. Instead of letting these little items float all over the house or pressuring yourself to find their proper place immediately, you give them a soft landing spot. Somewhere they can wait until you're ready. Most nights I'll spend 2 minutes going through that basket. Some things go back to where they belong. Some go in the trash. Some just remind me I'm living in a real home with real people. Next, let's talk about the mess that starts the moment you walk in the door and how one tiny change can stop it right there. And if you love small, clever fixes like that, wait until you see tomorrow's video. I'm walking through Japanese cleaning hacks that are so smart, so simple. They'll make you wonder why we don't all do it that way. It's full of the kind of tips you can use immediately, even if you're tired, short on time, or just trying to stay afloat. So if your brain lit up even once today, don't miss tomorrow. Really don't. Next is the moment you walk in the door where clutter often begins. One landing zone can stop the scatter. Most mess doesn't start in the middle of your home, it starts right at the door. You walk in with keys, mail receipts, sunglasses, bags, maybe even a hoodie tied around your waist. And if there's no place for these things to land, they scatter onto counters, chairs, floors. What helped me most was setting up a small landing zone right by the entrance. Mine is simple: a bowl for keys, a hook for my purse, one small wall rack with 3 slots, one for incoming mail, one for returns or things going out, and one for random papers. Beneath that, a shoe tray and a small basket for hats and gloves. Now when I come home, it takes me 30 seconds to land, and the rest of the house stays untouched. This setup doesn't have to be fancy or Pinterest-worthy, it just needs to work for your real life. Even a single hook or tray can stop the trail of stuff from following you across the house. Next, we'll move from the entryway to the real paper chaos, all the bills, notes, and school forms that pile up faster than you can say, "I'll deal with it later." Then comes the paper, the stuff that stacks silently and steals your peace until it's dealt with. If there's one thing that multiplies faster than laundry, it's paper. Bills, school notes, appointment reminders, delivery receipts, they just keep coming. And before you realize it, there's a paper mountain on your kitchen counter that silently stresses you out every time you walk past. What saved my sanity was creating a small command center for all of it. Mine sits right near the kitchen, just a magazine holder with 3 labeled sections. To handle things I need to act on soon, like bills or forms. To file, things I want to keep longer. To toss, stuff I can shred or recycle at the end of the week. Every few evenings, I go through the top section with a cup of tea. It takes 5 minutes, but it keeps that invisible mental load from building up. Because it's not just about paper, it's about decisions. When you don't have a system, every loose envelope becomes one more open tab in your brain. And once your paper chaos has a place to live, you'll feel ready to create space for something much more meaningful. The memories you actually want to keep. After that, let's make room for the things that matter, the memories you actually want to keep. Not every mess is ugly. Some of it comes with love and guilt. A birthday card from your mom, a crayon drawing your child gave you last week, a concert ticket, a letter, a tiny object that somehow carries weight. We keep these things because they matter, but when they're scattered across drawers, counters, and folders, they start to feel like clutter instead of comfort. What changed things for me was this: I created a memories box, just a small one. Mine is no bigger than a shoebox, and I keep it in a drawer near my desk. When something feels worth holding onto, I don't overthink it. I tuck it in. Every few months, I go through it, take out what still matters, and either scan it, store it long term, or let it go. Having a place for small moments lets you honor them without letting them take over your space. Because what makes something special isn't that we keep everything. It's that we choose what to hold on to. Now let's switch gears, because the next kind of clutter is small, annoying, and always disappears right when you need it most: cables. Now let's corral the cords before they tangle, disappear, or drive you totally nuts. You don't realize how many cords you have until you can't find the one you need. Phone charger, laptop, cable, power bank, that random USB that only works with your label maker from 2017. They're everywhere until they're not. I used to keep mine in a random kitchen drawer, but every time I needed one, I had to dig through twisty, tangled chaos. So now I have one simple system: a small divided box with labels, nothing fancy, just a plastic container with sections for phone chargers, USB cables, adapters, and plugs. I don't know what this is, but I might need it. Each time I find a cord lying around, I toss it into the right spot. No more digging, no more duplicates, no more panic searching 5 minutes before a Zoom call. It's a small shift, but it gives me back time and sanity, which honestly is what most organizing is really about. And speaking of things that sneak into every corner of the house, let's talk about your laundry, or more accurately, where it goes when it's not being washed. Laundry clutter isn't just about dirty clothes, it's about everything in between. The wet towels left in the bathroom, the clean clothes that never got folded, the random sock you found on the stairs. For the longest time, I had a laundry basket. That's it. No place for clean clothes, no plan for air drying, no spot for rags or hand towels. So laundry just lingered on the couch, over chairs, at the foot of the bed. Now I use a simple system with zones: one basket for dirty clothes in each bedroom, a hanging rail or drying rack in the laundry area, a basket for clean clothes ready to be folded, a small bin for rags or dish towels. It didn't take more space, just clearer roles for each step. When every stage has a home, nothing gets stuck, not even your motivation. Because the truth is, when laundry piles up, it's rarely about laziness. It's about not knowing where the next step goes. And that same logic, it works for another kind of chaos. Most homes quietly collect batteries, light bulbs, and all those little "I'll just put this here for now" items. Let's go there next. Moving on to the random things we all own, give them a labeled home so they stop living everywhere. Some clutter doesn't feel like clutter until you find the same thing in 5 different drawers. Batteries, light bulbs, picture hooks, command strips, super glue, tiny screwdrivers you didn't even know you owned. They seem small, harmless, but when you don't have a real place for them, they end up everywhere, and yet somehow never where you need them. So I made one rule: if it's useful tiny and not used daily, it goes in the utility box. Mine's just a clear bin with labeled Ziploc bags inside, batteries with a reminder to recycle the old ones, bulbs, hanging supplies, random tools, Velcro glue tape. Now, when I need something, I know exactly where to look. And just as important, when I find a stray pack of AA batteries or a spare bulb, I know exactly where to return it. It's not about having less stuff. It's about not wasting energy managing it. Now let's move from the tiny tools to the tools we actually use all the time, but somehow never put away. Don't forget to keep tools where you actually need them, not buried behind the paint cans in the garage. Have you ever needed a screwdriver and ended up using a butter knife? Yep, me too. Most of us have tools, but they're often buried in a garage, shoved behind paint cans, or scattered across different junk drawers. So when we need something simple like a nail or a tiny hammer, we either grab the wrong thing or we don't bother at all. Now I keep one small indoor toolkit in a labeled shoebox right inside the house. Just the basics. A small hammer, 2 screwdrivers flat and Phillips, a pair of pliers, measuring tape, a mini flashlight, a small box of screws, nails, and hooks. It lives in a kitchen cabinet, easy to reach, never in the way. Because if it's hard to access, we won't put it back. If it's easy, we will. This one small box has saved me more time and frustration than I can count, and it keeps my drawers from turning into half toolboxes. Next, we'll look at the kind of mess that sneaks in when you're trying to be prepared. Extra supplies that don't have a proper shelf. Buying extras isn't the problem. Not knowing where to put them is. Paper towels on top of the fridge, toilet paper in the hallway closet, extra soap bottles under the kitchen sink, until the cupboard door won't close. For a while, I thought I had a storage problem. Turns out I just didn't have a designated spot for backups. Now I use one shelf, that's it. One small shelf in a hallway cabinet labeled extras. When I buy new toilet paper, cleaning supplies, or dish soap, they go there. If the shelf is full, I don't buy more, even if something's on sale. This small boundary helps in 2 ways. I know exactly what I already have, so I stop overbuying. I never have to stuff random bags into corners and figure it out later. It's not about never stocking up. It's about trusting that enough really is enough. Next up, we'll look at the one area in the house that never stops moving and yet somehow always ends up stuck: laundry. Yes, again, but this time we're folding. Halfway there, and this one saves your couch from becoming a folding station forever. You've done the washing, you've done the drying, and then it just sits there. Clean clothes warm from the dryer now in a pile on the sofa, or at the foot of your bed, or in a laundry basket you keep digging through every morning. For me, this was the missing link, the part of laundry no one talks about. Where do the clean clothes go before they get put away? Now I have a folding station. Nothing fancy, just a clear surface in the laundry area, a small table really, and one empty basket labeled clean plus folded. Once I take clothes out of the dryer, I fold them right there and stack them in the basket. Each evening, I return the basket to its owners, my kids' room, my room, wherever. If I don't fold right away, I don't pretend I will get to it later. I keep it in one spot, not 5, because laundry only becomes chaos when it spreads. Give it one home at each stage and it stays manageable. Up next, let's talk about something so simple it almost feels silly, but I promise it changes the game: a spray mop. Keep going with a tool that makes floors cleaner with way less effort: the spray mop. You don't need to deep clean your floors every week, you just need to keep them from getting too bad. But let's be honest, if cleaning the floor means dragging out a heavy mop in a sloshing bucket, most of us just won't do it. That's why I switched to a spray mop. No cords, no bucket, no excuses. It's just a lightweight mop with a refillable spray bottle built in. I fill mine with water and a gentle cleaner. The pads are washable. I throw them in with towels. Every night after dinner, I spend 2 to 3 minutes doing a quick sweep of the kitchen and entryway. No stress, no buildup, and because it's easy, I actually do it, which is the whole point. Sometimes cleaning isn't about effort. It's about removing the obstacles that keep you from starting. Let's keep that momentum going, because the next tip is about simplifying the tools you use for all kinds of surfaces, not just the floors. Ever open your cleaning cabinet and feel overwhelmed? Spray for the stove, spray for the windows, something special for marble, something else for stainless steel, and half of them you don't even like or can't remember why you bought. So I simplified. Now I keep one all-purpose cleaner that works on most surfaces: counters, cabinets, tables, even glass. It's ammonia-free, streak-free, and gentle enough to use daily. I store it with a microfiber cloth in a small caddy that I carry room to room. Most days I don't clean the house, I just walk through and wipe what's clearly dirty. And because I'm not switching sprays, reading labels, or wondering, is this safe for wood, I actually get it done. The less you have to think, the more you'll follow through. And that's what keeps a home calm. Next, we'll talk about a tool that made me stop dreading vacuuming and helped me keep floors cleaner without the drama, the cordless vacuum. Next is the vacuum that makes cleaning feel less like a chore and more like a quick win. I used to put off vacuuming until it became a big annoying task. Drag out the machine, unwind the cord, plug it in, get stuck on furniture, move the plug again, and then maybe I'd vacuum. It was such a hassle that I avoided it unless absolutely necessary. Then I got a cordless vacuum. Lightweight, always charged, no cord, no excuses. Now it hangs inside my pantry, easy to grab and put away. I'll do a quick pass in the hallway while waiting for water to boil, or vacuum under the dining table after breakfast before anyone even notices the crumbs. The easier it is to start, the less buildup you allow. It doesn't have to be fancy, just functional, accessible, and ready when you are. Next, I'll show you a trick that helps me clean up without constantly walking from room to room, the carry-all bag I never clean without. Tip 14 is the bag that keeps you from running in circles while you tidy. Here's what used to happen every time I cleaned. I'd find a toy in the kitchen, walk it to the kids' room, notice laundry on the floor, take it to the hamper, see an empty glass on the bathroom counter, walk it to the sink, and forget where I even started. Sound familiar? Now when I clean, I carry a soft tote bag with me. Nothing fancy, just something I can wear over my shoulder. As I go room to room, I toss in anything that doesn't belong: pens, socks, toys, cups, chargers, whatever. Once I've finished the area I'm in, I walk the bag around the house and return everything to its rightful home, all in one go. It keeps me focused. It keeps the flow. And most importantly, it keeps me from feeling defeated halfway through. Next up is one of my favorite forms of support. Something that doesn't cost much but gives you real-time backup when your brain is full: your voice assistant. And this one, it's for the things your brain can't hold anymore. Let your voice assistant do the remembering. I don't need more motivation. I need fewer tabs open in my head. Remind me to take the chicken out. Remind me to move the laundry. Set a timer for 6 minutes. Add toothpaste to the grocery list. These are the things I used to forget, or worse, remember, but always at the wrong time. Now I have a small voice assistant. I use Alexa, but Google works too in 2 places, the kitchen and my bedroom. I just say what I need: a reminder, a note, a timer, and it holds it for me. No writing, no app, no friction. I don't use it for everything. But for the daily mental clutter, it feels like having a second brain that never forgets, never gets overwhelmed, and never judges me for asking the same thing twice. Next, we'll look at how your family, especially the forgetful ones, can get in on this too. Let's talk shared calendars. Simple, visible, and sanity-saving. Now we look at shared memory, so you're not the only one keeping track of life. If you're the one who remembers everything for everyone, that's exhausting. Dentist appointments, school events, family visits, bill due dates, and if someone forgets, who gets asked you. I finally put up a simple family calendar right in the kitchen where everyone passes by at least 10 times a day. It's not perfect or pretty. It's just a dry erase board with color-coded markers. 1 color per person. We write down big things: school activities, trips, appointments, birthdays. I also keep a digital version synced to my phone, but the visual one helps everyone stay on the same page. Now when someone asks, "What are we doing Saturday?" I just point. No more digging through texts or feeling like the household secretary. Because a more organized home isn't just about where stuff goes, it's about how we all move through time together. And speaking of time, let's talk about one way to turn chores into something you might actually look forward to, even if just a little listen to something while you clean. Then there's a way to make cleaning feel lighter. Give your mind something good to listen to. There are days when cleaning is the last thing I want to do, but I still need to do it. And on those days, I give my hands the task and give my brain something better. I listen to a podcast or audiobook. Sometimes it's something light, a story, a comedy show. Other times, it's a conversation that makes me feel like I'm not the only one folding socks at 9 p.m. I keep a pair of wireless earbuds in the kitchen drawer. When I wipe counters, sweep the floor, or fold laundry, I press play and go. It's not multitasking, it's redirecting the boredom. And when your brain is engaged, your body follows. I've actually looked forward to folding towels just because I wanted to hear the next chapter of a book. Next, let's talk about something just as simple but powerful, in a different way, your daily to-do list. And why keeping it short might be the key to finally getting it done. Most days, it's not that I don't do anything, it's that I forget what I did. I'd move laundry, answer emails, sweep crumbs, refill the soap, and still feel like I got nothing done. Turns out the problem wasn't effort, it was focus. Now, each morning or the night before, I make a quick list. I brain dump everything bouncing around in my head. Then I pick just 3 priorities for the day. The rest bonus. Sometimes it's big stuff like decluttering a drawer. Other times it's small return library books, text a friend back. But by choosing just 3, I give myself permission to feel done. Progress doesn't come from doing everything. It comes from doing the right things and letting that be enough. Next up, a tool that helps you stick to those to-do lists, especially when it comes to errands and grocery runs. Let's talk about the running checklist that lives on your fridge. The most stressful shopping trips are the ones where you think I'm sure I'll remember. Spoiler, you won't. I used to rely on memory, and I'd come home with 2 bottles of dish soap but no milk. Or remember, we were out of garbage bags the moment I walked in the door. Now I keep a simple grocery checklist on the fridge. It's just a magnet pad, nothing fancy. Whenever we run low on something, I jot it down immediately. Last sponge. Add it to the list. Out of ketchup. Write it before you forget. Kids mention they're low on cereal. Hand them the pen. By the time I'm ready to shop, the list is done. And because it lives where we all see it, everyone in the house can help keep it up to date. It saves time. It saves energy. And it saves that awful, oh no, I forgot feeling. And finally, one last habit that ties everything together, a place to catch all the small chaos that doesn't fit anywhere else. One final simple solution. Let's talk about the rando basket. And finally, the basket for all the odds and ends, the ones that don't have a home, but still deserve one for now. Not everything in your home will have a perfect place, and that's okay. There will always be that weird item that doesn't quite fit any category: a party favor, a button, a toy you don't recognize, a charger with no device, and those things they usually end up sitting out until they become clutter. So I gave them a home, the rando basket. It's just a small open container I keep in the kitchen. If I find something odd, something I'm not ready to toss but don't want to leave out, I toss it in there. Once a week I sort through it. Sometimes I find the match, sometimes I let go, sometimes I just laugh at the weird things life leaves behind. It's not a junk pile, it's a pause button. A gentle place to hold the I don't knows of everyday life. And sometimes that's exactly what we need, not a solution, but a soft place to put things until we're ready. These were 20 small shifts and setups that have helped me keep my home more manageable without cleaning all the time. I don't do them all perfectly every day, but even just one at the right moment makes a real difference. If you're feeling tired of picking up, or like you're just barely keeping up, I hope at least one idea from today gave you a little relief. And honestly, that's enough. I've also made a separate video on how to declutter each area of your home. Feel free to watch that one next if you're ready to start small, one space at a time. And if this video felt helpful, you can tap like it's how I know what truly supports you. And if you're still in that headspace of I want life at home to feel lighter, then you can't miss what's coming next. Tomorrow I'm sharing 25 Japanese cleaning hacks, and honestly, they're the most genius little tricks I've ever tried. Not fancy, not overwhelming, just really smart ways to clean faster, easier, and with way less effort. Come back. This one's worth it.